It has come to our attention that there are so many drawbacks with online learning and teaching. So one of the things is that students are getting much more impatient with so much screen time that they need to do as an obligation. It's not anymore the luxury of choosing. It's you have to do it. And when you have to do something, and especially with staring at the screen, learning from the screen, it has been proven much more difficult than learning from the books and reading and memorizing. Also, it is not as clear as it is in the real classroom regarding the instructions that are given to the students. So many times they are not sure what they need to do, and the teachers sometimes are not sure how to express themselves as clearly as possible as they would do in the classroom, everyday classroom. So those are just two things that are accumulating with so much screen time that has been going on since this February.
How can we be sure that the certification we get is a good quality school certification? Jelena, how can we be sure of that? What's your opinion about this?
Trying to do as much research as possible and seeing like if they have this government approval, so from the Ministry of Education of that country, some mark on their webpage or something like that, and also reading a lot of comments, reviews on this because there are so many courses. We do have sites that offer courses, but they are not accredited, and you can see the experience from others who have taken this. However, there are so many people who are okay with this without needing the accreditation for the course. So they just want to see some things. They can also pick up on some good things from these unaccredited courses as well. But depending on your needs, you do the research and then you choose. You can always ask around, call a phone number if there is. If it's accredited, it should have all of these options.
We have also come to an end of this meeting. Jelena, what do you suggest?
Well, first of all, I would like to suggest that virtual schools are really created and imitate the real going to school experience, because there has been a lot of disorganization within the system, and you have a lot of screen time that is quite unnecessary, because both teachers and students are now thinking that they need to be online like 24/7 almost. So you have teachers working so many late hours, students sending so many late homework assignments. Like, you set some guidelines about this and you follow them. And as said, it should imitate a real school. And then with that, you go on and pave your way through. So, for example, one other thing is that in most schools, in most countries, you don't use real-time live lessons. So in that way, it's even more difficult to find your way, how to instruct the students on things, how to learn. So it's much more about doing it yourself, controlling yourself. But this is the thing of practice. You work your way through this and you practice and you continue. And if there is a setback, you follow on it, you talk with the teacher, with the school counselor, with your parents, and it will be dealt with, but it can be handled. So it's not to become negative as much as there are drawbacks of everything.